Hey everyone, this is Derek here, and in this video we are going to be doing something a little bit different and watching the second half to a game I previously played, my trip to Spawn Island. So this video, the original one of me looting Spawn Island, became very popular, almost 600,000 views, which is just ridiculous. And many of the comments on that video were something to the effect of, did you die to the zone, or I don't know how you made it, or did you win the game? Just a ton of interest around what the heck happened to the end of this game. So I told everyone in the comments, or I tried to respond to a few of you at least, that it was a pretty boring 3-kill win. However, for those of you who are doubting and or wondering how I did it, this is it. So this is the game footage from my trip to Spawn Island. I had already looted it up at this point, heading back to the mainland, trying to get into the zone. People were wondering how I'm recovering health. That's because I have boost. You can see that small boost bar. It's about quarter of the way left right now, and it gives you a heal over time. So that's how I'm slowly recovering health, which in these early zones helps to counter the health lost to the zone. So we are in the boat, we are heading back using the speed boost just to make sure I get back there in time. I do have some pretty decent equipment, and if you're wondering how I got it, I'll leave a link in the description down below to my Spawn Island loot location video where I showed you all the awesome stuff I found on Spawn Island, including Car 98 with an 8x, an M416 with a 4x or 2x, ton of attachments, ton of ammo, and some pretty decent gear. So what I'm trying to do right now is, and the only reason this worked, the only reason I didn't die right now is because there was no one on the shore sniping me. So if there was somebody on the shore with like a 4 or an 8x scope, I would have been dead and the game would have been over, and that would have been that. But it didn't happen. We ran out of gas. So right now, if you're not moving in a boat, if you switch over to the passenger seat, you can actually use health kits. So I used a med kit, so that's how I healed. I didn't die to the zone because I was able to heal with that med kit I found on Spawn Island. And now what I was doing is I was just checking, making sure I didn't see anybody along the shoreline, make sure it is safe to refuel the vehicle. So when you're not sitting in the driver's seat, you can actually refuel your vehicle using a gas can. Unfortunately, you have to jump out of the boat there just because my reload button is on the change seat button. So once I switched to the passenger side, I couldn't switch back to the driver's side. So that's why I did that. And you can see the next zone is starting to close in. And notice too that like people are asking, why would you want to do Spawn Island? Well, one of the other advantages is if you loot there and you don't die and you get some decent equipment, you are starting the game with like 30 people left. So by the time you get back to the mainland, a lot of people have already died. So that helps you if you're trying to rank up. Now, other people are going to say it's boring, fair point, but if you want to rank up and you survive that initial trip to Spawn Island, that's not a bad idea. So we've got 29 people left now. I still have 0 kills, or 28 people now, because there were no bots that spawned on Spawn Island for me. I know that bots do spawn there for other people, so other people who have gone there have met with real people who have also had the idea to drop there, or bots that have spawned. But this game, there's no such thing. So you can see how I am now in the next zone. So doing it right there. We are prepared to come ashore, try to hide the boat as much as I could. And again, if somebody was on the shoreline here, the game probably would have been over, but nobody was here, so I figured, all right, well, guess I'm doing this. So this is the unfortunate rock facing here that makes it very difficult to climb up. I am awful at this. There we go. I hopped over it, and now I can climb up near multi-power. So just taking a look around, seeing if I see anything exciting happening. 27 people left, still no kills. A pretty slow game. So looking at the zone is closing in. So that's how I made it. Fortunately, the zone was closing over like multi-power area, and that allowed me to actually boat into it still. Now, if it was closing more like a hospital or something there is a vehicle, Dacia see driving across. But if it was closing more on the west side of the map, then I would have had to instead left Spawn Island a lot earlier. So I could have taken a shot or two, but the guy's going pretty fast, and I was kind of content with just watching him after playing a boring game. Because remember, this wasn't supposed to be a video. This was more just me just playing the match out for fun, seeing if I could make use of the car with the 8 times or the M4, which is suppressed or whatever. You know, I was just like, yeah, I wonder if I could actually win the game. There's a bot, so you could tell him he's a bot because he's running in a straight line with his vehicle or with his weapon up. The vehicle stops for the bot. I think he was going to go ahead and run him over, and then instead, now he's like, what the heck, I'm getting shot. So he knows where I am, but unfortunately he hits a car. Fortunately for him, I am awful with the Car 98. So I have not hit him yet. I have hit the car a couple times, but that's not going to really do much because it doesn't do that much damage. There we go. There is one shot through the windshield, so that definitely hurt. Wasn't a headshot, though. Missed that shot entirely. Switched the M4. Probably should have switched to that a while ago, and then unfortunately I fall off the rock. So again, you probably are understanding now why this video wasn't like part of the original Spawn Island one. So there he goes. The Dacia escapes. I decide instead I have to get into the zone. Zone's closing in, so I grab a random buggy and start driving. So here we go. Let's see where we can go as I spin it out. So that's alright. You know, most of this game, hopefully you guys are all playing this game for fun, because at the end of the day, that's what it's for. So you can tell that this is definitely not my best game. As I hit another car, or I hit a tree. Oh my gosh. So you could tell that I was just playing this out entirely for the LOL and just seeing if I could what the heck, I can't even drive this buggy. I don't know, maybe there was something wrong with the buggy, I don't remember, but I think it was just because I was using boost and turning too fast. But we're almost into the next zone. I have not died yet. I have 1 kill, 13 people left, and let's just park it right up here just because why not. So we have the buggy safely in the house. There's some 5.56 down there. Don't need it. Already have 400 rounds. That's insane. So here we go. We've skipped past a couple minutes of boring sitting in the house action. Somebody is grenading that house, and unfortunately I just don't see anybody. So I mean, I can't really reach them with, I have a couple grenades, can't reach them. I did see a vehicle over there. I did blow it up over at that, like, yeah, 255 over at that house there. So I did see somebody over there. I blew up their vehicle, but then they kind of just disappeared. So they went to the other side of it where I couldn't see. So here is a guy hiding in a bush. The bushes do render, so the bushes are like valid cover, but I was looking that way because I was wondering where the guy with the vehicle went. So I just saw him and was able to take him out. So now we've got 2 kills. And this is one of those games where you just keep getting the zone. So I'm stuck in the corner of the house, and I think it was like 3 or 4 zones in a row closed over this house. So you can see how slow the zone is moving towards the corner. See, there you go. There it is again. So once again, we have the zone. We don't have to move at all. And that's kind of it. Hey, that's that Dacia, I bet. That's the Dacia that I saw before. So that guy is most likely still alive, or maybe he was and maybe he isn't now. But let's see what happens. Here we go. The zone is closing in again. There's only 2 other people left now. They're probably, and there's a grenade. They're probably in that red house or near it. So I get the idea. Maybe I can toss a grenade off the side of the window there. So perhaps we will try that in a second. See if we can get that to work. But other than that, I mean, you can see how slow the zone was closing. Now I actually have to move though. So the next zone is not over this location. It's actually over the road. It's actually like across the road. So even though the zone looks super small in the minimap, it's still pretty large. You can see there's still a hill on the other side of the road. There's a broken wall there. There's still a building or 2 that's in the zone. Let's see what we can do. So again, yeah, I'm just kind of doing this for fun more than anything else, because I had so many questions wondering what the heck happened with this game, and because the video blew up and became so popular, I figured why not just answer the question and show you guys, even though it's boring, just show you the gameplay. So I figured, I heard shots off that way, so I figured maybe I can actually bounce the grenade off the window. It is going the right way, it's going towards them, but I think they were inside the house, so that's what happened there. So there's only 1 person left. You can see where it went off. If he was outside the house, would have been able to get him. But now there's only 1 person left. There he is. He's running across the street. Take a couple headshots with the M4 and get the win with 3 kills. So there you have it. There is the rest of that Spawn Island loot location game. In my opinion, the looting was the most fun and most interesting part of this game. But hey, you can get some pretty decent stuff there. And I had a number of people say, oh man, I can just drop George Apollo or Novo or whatever and get better equipment. Yes, but one, you're gonna have to fight more people for it, and number two, the whole point of the Spawn Island video was that a few patches ago there was nothing on that island. Like, you could go there and you wouldn't find anything after the game started. Now, however, there's some pretty decent equipment. Future video idea right there, I will explain what all those tags mean, all those medals mean, Terminator, Medic, all those guys, so definitely be on the lookout for that coming soon. If you enjoyed this video, had fun watching it, definitely give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends to help grow the channel, because I certainly appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed already, definitely consider doing that now too for tons more PUBG mobile content. My name's Derek G, and I hope to see you on the battlefield soon, or in my Discord, which I'll also leave a link to down below.